Well, Tesla down 11% on the day, and this comes after Elon Musk sounding pessimistic on an earnings call, according to an article. Now, what exactly did he say that sounded pessimistic? Elon Musk says, in quotes, "We've dug our own grave on the Cybertruck." Now, Tesla just reported earnings, and they are getting slaughtered. We're going to touch on the charts in 1 minute. Their earnings came out at 66 cents per share adjusted versus 73 cents per share expected, so they lost on earnings as well as revenue. Revenue came out at $23.35 billion versus $24.1 billion. Tesla is a leadership company. Elon Musk, the richest man in the world, at least for now, is not sounding like a leader, or at least sounding how shareholders want him to sound, and I think that is taking a big hit into the stock. So aside from earnings issues and problems with the Cybertruck, I do think Tesla will still continue to grow, but where are we gonna go from here? Well, we broke out of this wedge that Tesla has been trading in. However, we perfectly filled a gap fill at 217.03 on Tesla. In my opinion, depending on what the overall market does is how Tesla is going to move from here. But from the macro perspective, Tesla could be on sale over the next week or two, and I will personally be adding Tesla to my portfolio just because I think it is still the leader in EVs and has room to grow. Whether Elon Musk is temporarily pessimistic, whether they miss an earnings call or two, I think Tesla is on sale. Now, previously I was bearish on Nvidia, and this is exactly what I had drawn out. It's very, very sloppy, but it's playing out to a T with what's happening with Nvidia, and in my opinion, Nvidia is going to come down even further over the next month or so. Just had a couple nasty red days alongside Tesla, and here's what happened. The Biden administration announced plans to halt shipments of select AI chips from American companies like Nvidia to China. Nvidia stock fell nearly 5% on the news and slumped more than 2% in early trading on Tuesday. Now, analysts at Citi believe there is a low likelihood of the US government granting export licenses to Nvidia, promoting the firm to lower its sales estimates for fiscal year 2025 and 2026. So, something that correlates over to this is Citigroup, just an analyst, saying it's not likely for the US government to grant these things. So Nvidia, you are going to have to lower your sales estimates. However, this is not set in stone. So like I say, buy the rumor, sell the news. Rumor has it that the US government isn't going to grant these things, so Nvidia is lowering estimates, but that has nothing to do with legitimate numbers. Citi says, in quotes, "We believe the scope of the new performance density thresholds will make it difficult for Nvidia to sell to China." Plus, Citi moved its 12-month price target down to $575 from $630. Now, what's interesting about this is right after that news, Nvidia comes out and says, listen, us and this iPhone maker Foxconn are going to join forces to build AI factories around the world. And based off of sales from insiders on Nvidia, I think they are just trying to keep this thing propped up as much as possible, but I think a temporary sell-off is around the corner. And even with Citi's lowering their price target to $575, that still shows room for upside on Nvidia, which is definitely likely. But just to show you that Tesla filled that gap and other tickers fill those gaps over the long term, I think Nvidia has room to fall all the way down to fill this gap eventually, which is a scary thing to say, I know, but it's coming down to 318.30 in my opinion at some point in the near future. Now, I don't want to touch on Apple for too long, but it's trading at 175.83 and it's tracking to a T with what we have drawn out. And with that being said, I think Apple is about to sell off hard over the next couple of days, following the same thing Tesla and Nvidia got, coming down to 170.50. $170.50 is my price target on Apple, and I think it's going to happen this week. Again, none of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, and I could very well be wrong. Now, what is up with the Netflix boom boom candles? Netflix reported a surge in third quarter subscriber numbers of nearly $9 million and announced it will be raising prices in the US, UK, and France, sending its stock higher in after-hours trading. So Netflix beat on earnings, up 16.39% on the day, and now they are going to be raising prices as well, which is showing demand for the company, or they may just be bluffing. So that buy the rumor, sell the news case scenario goes both ways, and this may be a time to sell Netflix. Not financial advice, but be very, very careful with Netflix as well. It is fighting this level of resistance and support, and I don't think Netflix kind of dictated the direction it wants to go in yet, and it could very well get a hard rejection here, so just be careful with Netflix. Levels I'm watching are $419.90, which is the high side, and we're sitting a little bit closer to that or 334.50. Keep those levels in mind. Now, before we move on to requested Mullen and then XRP to close out the video, guys, pop in the Discord if you haven't already. I'm in there on the daily. You can come talk with me. Plus, we have options trading alerts in there. We talk stocks all day long and more. That link is right under the video. And if you want up to 16 free stocks, download Mumu, sign up and make a deposit of any amount to get those free stocks, as well as $400 cash rewards sent to your account if you end up transferring some stocks to the broker. Overall, those links are in the top of the description and pinned in the top of comments. And you also get a ton of benefits on top of that. So sign up, make a deposit of any amount. Let's get back to the video. Oh yeah, and hey guys, if you haven't already, hit the like button. Mullen has a meeting December 15th, 2023 to vote on another reverse stock split. 1 for 2, 1 for 100, determined by the company's board of directors. Now, this may be good news or bad news depending on the way you look at it. Some say it's very bullish for Mullen in that they expect a $20 share price for Mullen. However, you got to keep in mind the bearish case scenario that when a company needs to do a reverse split, they're in some sort of trouble. However, on the flip side again, the bullish scenario would keep Mullen from getting delisted on the NASDAQ. Now, another bullish thing to pull up is that Mullen has 28% more buy orders than sell orders, but the price is dropping just like AMC. Depending on whether you are in Mullen and believe that or not, this is what's happening with the order flow. But very, very bearish thing. So we went over the bullish, now the bearish. Not even Mullen leadership believes in their own company. Truly sad to see how many people got screwed in this play. Now, there is almost a BBBY case scenario here where Mullen is kind of screwing over anyone who holds the shares, and it's sort of a last minute thing because their stock is about to go get smoked. In my opinion, this is what it looks like. It's setting up for a Bed Bath & Beyond type of insider play, and they may just last second for this reverse split not have it go through, get delisted, and shareholder value gets fucked. Take a look at this. Mullen announced a stock buyback when the stock had 184 million shares outstanding. In the filing this morning, they now have 287 million shares outstanding. What kind of messed up stock increases their outstanding shares by 103 million during a buyback? Exactly like I said, be careful for the rug pull on Mullen, and let me know your thoughts on this in the comments down below. But real quick, we had a cycle drawn out for Mullen, and I noticed that it's playing out inverse, so all I did was mirror the cycle and take a look at how this is playing out. This is an inverse cycle playing on Mullen. We just got this drop down, and honestly, you're not going to like this, but until December, Mullen potentially will scale up slowly coming into December. Now, I'm just putting that out there. I'm not entering Mullen. It's way too risky, and there is a high chance that it doesn't do this, but this is just in my opinion. Touching on XRP, had a lot of bullish news lately, but we have two case scenarios. We have a bullish and bearish case scenario with XRP. It just got this little pop in the chart. We're trading exactly in the middle of both of these scenarios, and there's not much to say here. We're coming into the point of interest, which is the second week of November, for XRP to pick a scenario. It's very, very close, and once we pick a scenario, XRP is going to have rapid moves, either up or down, the second week of November based off of the cycles, so just get ready for that. There's not much else to say with XRP. It has been making higher highs and higher lows. It's a crypto that's not just a pump and dump, and it has been at war with the government entities trying to get this thing marked as a security, regulated, and centralized. Overall, guys, that is what I got for you for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching or found value out of the video. If you haven't seen the video I posted earlier, go watch that. I'm going to put it right here up on the screen, so press that video. I love you all. Lottery Socks out.